Hi, I am Anne-Lill and this is Dean. We are from Sydney. We are sailing our Bali 4.6 and sharing our journey with you right here.
We left the small marina in Royan very early. We had about 80 nautical miles to cover to reach Arashon. Arashon is an inland waterway surrounded by massive sand dunes and is very tidal. So we had to be there at high water, which was around about 5 in the afternoon, I think. So as it was blowing 20 odd knots on the nose and we had a lot of distance to cover in daylight, it was best just to have the engines on, don't spare the horses, and get there as quick as possible.
It's 4:30 in the morning and we are getting ready to leave Arcachon. So everything is starting to be put into night mode. I'm going to put on my headlamp and we're going to go through a very treacherous pass which is so full of sand, it's just ridiculous. Luckily we can just follow our track in to get out and then hopefully we will be on our way to Bayon. Ooh, the famous last words. You know, normally following your track out is the way you do it. Well, we hadn't taken into account the moving sand dunes of Arashon. As you can see, our little reenactment, we did have an issue. I looked up and straight into a big green marker. It was literally just a half a meter away from the boat. I screamed, turn left. I should have said port, but I said turn left. And we just avoided it. Whew.
So after those adventures, we set sail or set engine for San Sebastian. We had 90 miles to cover this day. There's not a lot of places to stop along the coast, along that French coast. So we really had to make it to San Sebastian. Weather wasn't too bad. We were motoring most of the way just to keep our speed up because we had such a long distance to cover. But a lovely day, long day. We reached San Sebastian just before evening, just before the sunset. And the next day got to look around San Sebastian. We were able to go into the little marina, or at least take the tender into the little marina. And after talking to the nice marinara, he was allowed us to leave our dinghy there. We thought we needed to check in at customs, so we went off to the customs office only to be told no, they weren't interested in checking us in, even though we had checked out of France. We didn't need to check back into Spain. So, capital of tapas in Spain. Food was fantastic. We just stopped there for lunch. So we had all day there to recover, and then the next day we were off.
So we're leaving San Sebastian today, and as you can see there's a full weather gear day because it was raining all night. It was a little bit cooler today, and we both are equally dressed in heavy gear. But the sun is peeking out, so hopefully it won't be too bad. According to Dean, it shouldn't be too bad of a wind day, but it would be cooler than the other days. So here we are, leaving San Sebastian. We didn't see enough of it, unfortunately. But if you want to come, it is absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little town. Well, not little, it's big actually. But it's well worth a visit. Even if you have to come in between those narrow little cliffs here.
Next leg of the journey is to Bilbao, only about 50 miles. Why did we not just go directly across the middle of the Bay of Biscay? Really, as this was our maiden voyage, we wanted to hug the coast so that if there were any problems, we could deal with them more easily. So it was really a safety issue. Plus there had already been orcas reported in the middle of the Bay of Biscay, so we wanted to avoid them as well. But primarily it was a safety issue that we wanted to make sure on the maiden voyage everything was working properly, which it did. We had no problems at all.
So after a very nice visit from the water police or water control that jumped on board, checked our passports and everything, we have now moved the boat into the fuel dock because we're going to have Yanmar on board to do our engine service. So now sitting quite nicely in the fuel dock in a very nice little marina. And Dean is somewhere along the boat. Talking to people already. But I can't see how you can get out of this place if you're in here. Oh, kind of stuck for now. Weather isn't the best, but the temperature is pretty good. Good morning, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We are still in Bilbao and we are getting ready to move the boat over to the fuel dock, get some fuel and go back to the anchorage. We were planning to go to Santander today, but with 25 to 30 knots on the nose, I think not. We will just stay here for one more day, and then apparently the weather is gonna clear up in the morning and be beautiful. Here's the skipper.
Hello.
Getting his headset.
I'm putting my headset on, and then we're going to let the lines go. We're going to back out of here slowly and then go and get some fuel.
Yep. Okay, where do you want to start? So we're now done both the two stern lines. Wow. Last one with opposite. Okay, let me have. Go on, push it. Ollie. One, and we are free from the dock. As you can see, it's not very many big boats in that mooring field, so we probably have to use our anchor, which is in itself because of the snubber. We will show you. And we're going in there to get some fuel. So we're getting ready to refuel. And I'm just gonna. Okay. And physical cards needed. So soon we're gonna tackle this thing. And by this thing I mean that snubber. It doesn't sit well, and we try to jerry rig up a solution. So we will see when we do it if it holds. Ready to go? No. Anyone ready to start? I'll just pull the paper up here. Get you to see. And I can go. Just gonna nudge it because it's pretty far up, so I'm gonna put it like 20 centimeters out. So don't be. Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. Hang on. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. The chain is over here. You're turning. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this monster of a snubber now then. Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look at the weight. They're not too gentle. So. In here, sits here. If I go through here, I can't go through there.
So you're just going to have to run it around the chain.
So if I start here. That's as far as I could get. That. Okay. Yep, I'll do both nuts. And before we lift that, I'm just going to show what we have done. Nice piece of Velcro.
So we've got to go out past that green water before we can properly turn it over.
So we're now leaving Getzo, which is a commercial harbour just outside of Bilbao. Not exactly the prettiest of things.
And it smells.
And it smells because there's a lot of industry here.
It's a rubbish tip.
Yeah. But we're going out and we are setting course towards Santander, but we don't know whether or not we're going to do an all night or not yet. So we will see. I'll keep you updated. Just a little wavy sailing away in the morning. Hopefully we will get less waves and more wind from behind a little bit later in the day. It is deceptive, isn't it? Big load of nothing. Then you slowly turn around, still nothing. There's Dean.
Hello.
And then look, coastline. We are really hugging the coastline at the moment because of winds, currents, waves, and of course the infamous orcas. We have no intention of getting a visit of the big white and black swimming little menaces.
Swimming big menaces.
Swimming big menaces.
Being on wind vane must allow for small changes within the wind changes. By more than a certain amount, it must then warn you that it's shifted a bit more. So you can adjust. That's good.
As you can see, there's almost no other boats around us. Wonder why? Maybe it's the chilly weather, or maybe they're scared of orcas. So we have a night passage ahead, and Dean, i.e. the skipper, is taking a well-deserved nap. Good evening. It is getting dark. We're doing our first all-nighter after we sailed out of La Rochelle a week ago. So I'm sitting up here on the flybridge. Dean is taking his nap as part of his, a part of our watch schedule. So he's over here in the sleeping bag, getting a well-deserved nap while I'm having the first watch. Look at this, guys. It looks brighter than it is on the camera, though. But all the instruments set up to night collars or night fishing, red lights. And you're sitting in here inside our clears, as you might see. And it's quite nice actually, not too cold. It will be colder later on, so I'm pretty well warmed up. But it's going to be very interesting to see how first night sail is going.
It's playing until we go all the way around the corner and past Vigo.
Dean is on the lookout. We just finished our all-nighter. Thing is, we're now coming into the territory of fish nets and fish farms and whatnots, and we already passed quite a few markers in the sea, so we have to keep a good eye out for what's happening. There's another one up here which I can't see yet, but I'll keep an eye out.
Right.
And it's May 17th today, so to any of my Norwegian friends, happy May 17th, and I hope you have nice weather and a fantastic celebration with your family. We are currently not celebrating as much since the boat is going, but we might have a glass of wine and some nice dinner tonight to have a little celebration.
We will definitely have a glass of wine.
Definitely have a glass of wine, as Skipper said. So again, happy May 17th to all of you.
So on we head to Ribadeo. Ribadeo was a nice little, I guess you'd call it a river inlet with a big bridge right at the end, but we just ducked in around onto the eastern shore where there was a good little protected spot there. So the day was actually fairly quiet, where again we were motoring most of the way. There was very little wind, and for the distance again that we had to cover for that 2 days, or 2 long days and 1 night, we motored most of the way. And as you can see, our way of operating was whoever was not on shift just slept on the lounge in the helm station. It was very warm up there with the clears all down. So that was quite well protected and worked out very well. We were both arrived feeling very relaxed.
Safely anchored to Ribadeo, something like that. Can't even remember the name.
Ribadeo or
Ribadeo.
Ribadeo or Ribadeo. One of those.
One of those. No, safely anchored. I mean, it's the cutest little beach with lots of little paths down, and it looks like there's like a camping spot on top. Please do join us for the next part of our journey, where we go across the top of Spain and enter into Portugal with all its delights. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy sailing and the cruising life, please like this video and subscribe to follow our journey.